can't believe we're finally safe and together.
Believe it. Nothing is going to keep us apart.
No more danger, no more fear. Tell me again.
It's over, Holly. I'm going to make it up to you for everything you've been through. We're going to start fresh.
A new life. Sounds so wonderful.
Yeah, a new life. That's what I wanted to tell you.
What?
Luke and Laura had a baby boy.
Oh, that is good news. That's fantastic. Excuse me, Mr. Scorpio. There's a phone call for you.
What?
Who would call you here?
No idea. Scorpio.
Robert, it's Valentine. Sorry to bother you on the plane, but it's important.
I see. What is it?
I'm at your office. I'd like you to come here directly from the airport.
Can you tell me why?
I don't want to get into that over the phone, Robert. Can I expect you?
Yeah, I'll be there. Thank you.
Who was it?
It's Valentine. He's here in Port Charles. He wants to see me as soon as I get in.
What you going to tell him?
The whole truth. That Sean passed. Everything. Okay?
You and I love each other, and that is all that matters.
I'm going to hang on to that. We're going to have a new life. Fresh beginning. That's my promise to you.
Tell me some more about Australia.
Oh, right. Well, it's a big flat place. Big flat place.
Yeah.
Not like a stadium, but a big flat place, right? Prairies as far as the eye can see. All these funny little things, woolly things, we call them sheep.
Sheep.
Yeah, they look like little fat clouds. They little dop around all over the place.
Am I going to like your uncle?
You're going to love him. He's going to be crazy about you.
How long do you think it's going to take for you to wrap up everything with Sean's trial?
Well, I'm going to make it all as fast as possible, believe me.
There's so much to do. As soon as we get back, I'll let the city council know that we'll be giving up the house. And it shouldn't take me more than a month or so to pack everything up. That'll give you enough time to sort everything out with the trial and
I will
resign your job.
I will take care of all of that. I want you out of Port Charles.
What do you mean, out of Port Charles?
As soon as you can pack your things.
But why?
Look. I just mean I want you out of Port Charles as soon as possible. The press are going to want details of the kidnapping, and then there's going to be this business of Prescott. We never found him. I don't want you around where he can possibly lay his hands on you.
He wouldn't dare come up.
I don't think he would either. But I want you out of the country. I'll feel safer. It's going to take me quite a while to help the DA prepare the case against Sean.
I don't want to go to Australia alone.
Well, go to London first. See if Nanny would like to go with you.
Yeah, well, if Nanny will go with me. How long before you can join me?
I reckon about a month.
A month?
Well, yeah, at the latest. Come on, darling, what do you say? Say yes? Say yes, boy, Robert?
This flight has been full of surprises, I can tell you that.
Listen, by the time I get to Sydney, you'll be a swilling Aussie.
Oh, I hope not. And certainly if Nanny has anything to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting our descent into Port Charles. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your seats are in an upright position. We'll be landing in about...
Listen, why don't you book your flight to
Thank you for
London
flying with us.
and Sydney at the airport, and I'll just go straight from there to see Valentine in my office.
All right, I'll meet you there later.
This meeting shouldn't take too long.
It had better not. You and I have a date for some serious lovemaking later.
Not even Valentine's going to mess that up. You can take the cuffs off. There's no need for that. How are you?
Well, I've had better days.
I think we all have. How they treating you, Sean?
No complaints.
Anything you need?
Not a thing.
Fine. You finished with him?
I think I have everything I need.
Put him in a cell.
Oh, this is where I lose my watch and my belt, right? Robert, I've told Valentine everything, so there's no need for you to repeat it, right? He knows all the facts concerning the WSB. I've left nothing out.
Good. Anything you need, just call me.
Little pheasant on the glass, wouldn't hurt.
Do what I can.
Thanks, Dad.
You bet.
Something happened. It was about 7 years ago. Anne and I first became a team for Sean and the WSB.
7 years ago?
Yeah, approximately. We were on assignment together. I failed to give Sean a full report about what happened.
Look, I am not your confessor, Robert. I don't want to hear anything about the past.
It's important. I did something that I'm quite ashamed of.
Now, look, haven't we all done something that we're ashamed of? Any good agent worth his salt has. Now, if this is not directly related to Sean Donnelly and the Aztec treasure, then let it stay in the past where it belongs. Now, is it related?
No, not really, except that I protected an agent.
Now, you don't have to say any more. Now, Robert, when Anna Devane was injured in that explosion, she held the WSB secret code in her hand. The DVX never got a hold of it. We traded a DVX agent, Bronson, for a WSB spy, and the case was officially closed. End of story, Robert.
Right. Well, what are you going to do about Sean?
Well, we'll have to play down his involvement with the Bureau. We'll have to try to disassociate ourselves from him.
Well, does it help his case that he endeavored to contact the Mexican government and return the treasure before I called them?
Might help with the courts, but not with the Bureau.
But the fact that he was prepared to turn the treasure over, I mean, must mean something. Maybe we can get the charge reduced to grand larceny.
Well, that's up to the district attorney and the judge, and you know as well as I do, there's nothing I can do there.
Yeah, understood.
Well, I've got everything I need. I'm heading back to Washington.
If there's anything you need, you know where to find me.
I know that, Robert. You've done a fine job. Believe me, I know how difficult it's been for you. You should be proud.
No, I'm not proud. No, we're pride. And I'm appreciative of the help of Anna Devane and two very enthusiastic amateurs, Felicia Cummings and Briscoe Jones. Seeing Valentine off. You haven't been waiting long.
No, just a few minutes. I'm all set. I'm booked on a flight to London tomorrow, and then on to Australia next week.
Perfect. Does Nanny know you're coming?
Yes, I called her from the airport. She's ecstatic about going to Australia with me.
You can always count on Nanny.
Robert, what happened with Valentine?
Well, his major concern was disassociating himself and the WSB from Sean. Sean, in effect, is being set adrift, so to speak.
Well, you can hardly blame Valentine.
No, he's a good man. He's just doing his job.
What about the past, you and Anna?
Valentine said the past was dead and buried. Case closed officially.
Oh, Robert, the past dead and buried.
The future's more than a dream now, sweetheart.
I can hardly believe it.
Neither can I.
You know, I'm in the mood for a very nice, quiet, relaxing evening alone with you.
Not too relaxing, I hope.
Well, if you think I mean sleeping, you're very wrong, Mr. Scorpio.
Mrs. Scorpio, I've been waiting all day. You know, this room finally looks right. You're back in it.
Have a look at this. Now, you didn't do it. You couldn't possibly have had time.
Even if I'd thought of it.
What's this? Welcome home. Thought you might like a little luncheon hors d'oeuvre. You're two of the best. Love, Celia and Jimmy Lee.
I thought of everything.
Even the music. They are so sweet.
What's this? Aha! It's my favorite champers.
Champagne in the middle of the day. How wonderfully decked.
Well, as soon as I get the top off.
I don't trust you with champagne.
That's unfair. That's only because you've seen me uncork bottles before.
That's very true.
And break the top off.
Okay.
Right. Let's, get on with the toast.
Good idea.
What do you think? I know. To a future. Now that we have one.
The most perfect future.
One more toast.
What better toast could there be than our future?
To Australia.
To Australia.
Down the hatch.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I should get used to this.
Chug-a-lug. Rely on Jimmy Lee to lay on a proper supply of champers.
One for lunch.
And one for later.
Thank you very much. You know, I have an idea. You've been through a terribly harrowing experience.
So have you.
Well, exactly. So, my idea is that we take this lovely bottle of champagne up to the sauna.
Oh, what a great idea.
Strictly for therapeutic purposes, of course.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Robert.
Isn't this the sauna?
Not yet.
Do we care?
Not me.
Not me.
Well, I still think that we should wait for the rest of the people to get here.
Come on, ring the doorbell. Let's get the party on the road.
That makes sense. Okay, let's go.
Well, remember, everybody, now, when the door opens, everybody rush in, we say surprise, and we storm the place.
Let's hope the surprise is Nana.
What do you mean?
He means like Holly and Robert being in bed.
I've, got room in my town for the two of us, if you're so inclined.
I'm always inclined.
Now, I'm never going to let you get away from me.
I don't want you. You're stuck with me forever. Any more champagne left?
But I'm in no condition to reach it. And promise me no answering of the telephone.
That's the doorbell.
What's the difference?
Magazine subscription salesman.
Well, then, what would you have us do, just break in?
Look, Monica, I'm here for only one reason. That rumor that Scorpio is quitting as police commissioner. That is reason to celebrate.
Well, are you ready, everybody? I have a key.
What? Zita? You're gonna walk in on them? They're not even, didn't even tell them we're coming.
Well, that's why they call it a surprise party. Great, get more or less the bigger the surprise. Okay,
Brian.
I thought you said you had a key.
Big
Okay, this is it.
Okay, open it already.
Carry something.
Did you open it already?
Go
ahead, Dan.
What are you thinking?
Right now? You and I are the only two people in the whole world.
You know what I wish?
What?
I wish that time would stand still. If there was ever a time I wished that, now.
I never stopped wanting you. the only thing that kept me going. Revenge against Sean would never have been enough.
How could I have left you?
You were hurt.
But I should have understood you. I should have believed in us more. I must have been out of my mind.
My beautiful, beautiful wife.
Scare.
Have no fear of the potato chips.
Hey, come in, close the door, hurry. We thought you were Holly and Robert.
Are we all here?
Bobby and Rick will be here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget Buzz.
Whose luggage is that? Is that their luggage?
Yes, that's how we know they're here. They're probably out to dinner with me.
Or they could be upstairs.
Either case, they're going to be surprised when they find us
Yeah,
here.
well.
Something must have been chilling in this bucket. There's still plenty of ice left.
You don't mind if I use the bucket, do you, Edward?
I should put some music on the stereo.
Why not? No, well, because we want to be real quiet. Everybody just lay and wait for them. When they come in, we'll start yelling and we'll knock their socks off.
Yeah.
Oh, but lady, no lessons to be learned for us.
Oh, I love you. We are the most perfect couple.
I was so.
No, well, anyway, just as a little reminder, just in case you decide to declare another moratorium on our lovemaking.
Never again. Never
Yeah?
again.
Never again?
Never again.
Well, just to be on the safe side, I've come to the decision that once getting to Australia, no guest bedrooms. Any battles will be fought in the master bedroom, and let the feathers fall where they may. Yeah.
We have to have a guest bedroom, Robert.
I can't think of one good reason.
I can think of a lot of good reasons, as a matter of fact.
There's not one good reason in the whole planet.
Okay. Good reason number 1, Celia. Reason number 2, Jimmy Lee. And 3, Luke and Laura and the baby.
Wait a minute. We're not even in Australia yet, and suddenly you've got this monster guest list.
Much later, I come in.
Yeah, well, let's get back to where we were. Now, where was that? The only 2 people in the whole wide world. Making love to you. I think we're out of bubbly.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, I reckon I can fix that. There's got to be another bottle around here somewhere.
There's probably one in the kitchen.
Kitchen? In the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Kitchen, here I come. Don't, go away.
All right.
And stop interfering with the police commissioner. Bloody shoes. Do I look as if I've had too much champagne?
No, of course not.
Then I have the duty to tell you that most of Port Charles is in the living room.
You really surprised them, didn't you?
I wish I'd had a camera.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
I should have you all arrested for trespassing.
Well, good luck. This is unbelievable. Well, I just happen to have a spare key.
Yeah. You devil.
I'm so glad you're back.
Champagne time, everybody. Oh, champagne. Edward, I know you would love to do the honors and pop the first cork.
I insist.
Really, I would be grateful. If it's anything guaranteed to give a guy a bad case of thumbs, it's when his friends pull a stunt on him.
Good for us.
Oh, speaking of one's best friends, just exactly what was Sean Donnelly up to, anyway?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you all, but I can't discuss it. There's a trial pending.
You mean we have to wait to hear the story, Robert?
My lips are sealed. Oh, dear.
What a party.
Well, seeing is believing. You two are in great shape.
Very good proof that you can't believe what you read in the press. I mean, if I had believed that description, I would think that Robert was all but wiped out.
Well, for once, I have no complaints about Shelton's editorial.
Not much on details, but we definitely got the general idea. Rick, how's Ginny?
She sends her love. We just got back from Mexico, and she was pretty tired. I suggested that she take it easy today.
But everything's okay with the pregnancy?
Oh, just fine, thanks. Why don't you?
What?
Robert, it's Frisco.
G'day, Frisco. How'd it go, mate?
No problems at all. You'll be glad to know the treasure's been completely delivered and accepted.
There's a couple of people here who want to talk to you. He's calling from Mariah's. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing? Everything's going just great. How about you?
I'm fine. When are you coming home?
Soon. Soon. I'm not sure which flight, but we'll be home soon. How's Tanya?
Why don't you ask her yourself, boy?
I apologize.
Hi, Frisco. Yeah, we miss you. Yeah, send our love to Felicia and, of course, yourself. And Mariah. Tell her we said hello. Okay. Bye for now.
Yes, they did.
You know, I haven't been home for very long, but I've already heard some wonderful things about you, Dr. Stryker.
Holly, it's really good to meet you finally.
Yes, finally. My best friend and CJ's best friend.
Well, you're not mad at me any longer, right?
I wasn't the one mad at you, Jay.
Excuse me. Oh, I know that. I don't know what got into me. I don't usually fly off the handle.
Well, it's crazy. I don't know what's gotten into all of this, you know?
I don't know either. Let's see if we can straighten it out. Hi. Having a good time?
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't think she's quite past the mouse incident yet. What do you think?
It's got to be more than that.
Think so?
Bobby, you'll be happy to know that Jake and I have patched up all our differences. Bully for you and Jake. What? You upset at us, or is it me, or what? Yeah. As a matter of fact, I am upset. I'm also surprised you even asked, considering. You do? I do. Well, don't keep it in. I mean, don't keep any secrets.
Terry, don't talk to me about keeping secrets.
I see. Do you? Yeah, I need to, I don't even know what this party is.
Wait a minute. Terry, where are you going?
I'm going home.
Hold on, everybody. I think the Scorpios are trying to escape.
No, wait a minute. Far from it.
Back up to the bedroom.
No. We just want your undivided attention for a few minutes.
Are we getting a speech?
No speeches, just a very short announcement.
Now what?
Yeah.
Well, let's both listen.
Well,
and then
Holly and
decide.
I, much as we love you all, have come to a decision about our future. We've decided to make a new life for ourselves back in Australia.
You're kidding.
What? Oh. Yeah.
Robert, what are you talking about?
Look, I didn't mean for my announcement to turn the party into a wake. I mean, people resign from jobs all the time.
Except that you have upset a lot of people, including me.
Australia? I mean, come on, Australia. How can you do this to us?
Come on, Jake, pacify, will you?
Are you kidding? Redheads don't have their reputation for nothing. Listen, I think that if that's what they want, I think it's wonderful, you guys.
You're big help.
Bobby, I have to talk to you.
Why? Is something wrong?
John, you've got that emergency look on your face. Anything wrong at the hospital?
No, I just have to find out where Terry is.
Terry left a little while ago.
You know where she went?
She said she was going home. Why?
Whoa, wait a minute, Kevin.
Wait a minute.
What's going on?
Take off.
What's going on?
I got trouble, all right? If I don't get back to the brownstone before Terry does...
All right, can I help?
Buzz, if we need a doctor...
You got me. Coming with you, Kevin.
All right, I mean, you know the help I can get.
Sorry, we gotta go. A little trouble with Terry. No, have the party.
Okay.
Well, it would be useless, I take it, for me to refuse to accept your resignation, huh?
It would.
Well, refuse it anyway, Lee.
I tend to agree with Gail, but I won't because it'll just prolong the agony.
Hey, whose agony, Lee's or mine?
Mine. I'm stuck with finding your successor, and it's not going to be easy, believe me. Well, I shall start thinking about it first thing tomorrow morning.
So what happens tomorrow morning, Lee?
Well, Lee starts to look for a new police commish.
I see. The king is dead. Long live the king.
Much as it pains the mayor.
It pains him very much. Well, Robert, you think I should reach out to major cities for applications?
Well, if you want my personal opinion, there's only one guy that gets to vote, and that's Bert Ramsey.
Oh, well, that does make a lot of sense.
He was the first one I thought, to tell you the truth. I guess.
Well,
Quite a shock about Holly and Robert, huh?
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about that. But, Grant, I think I have an apology to make.
I don't understand.
I want to apologize to you. I know that you thought you had to have money to win me back. And I feel responsible for your taking the treasure. I don't know why or how, but somehow I gave you the impression that money was an expression of love. And that my love went to the highest bidder. I'm sorry. I feel very guilty about that.
Please don't say that.
But it's true, Grant. It's
No,
true.
it's not true. I don't want you or anybody else taking the blame for something I did of my own accord. I am the only one to blame.
Then maybe it's just like our marriage. Maybe no one's to blame. I think that's the last thing we agreed on.
You may be right.
I'll never forget that day.
Neither will I, see. And I'll never be able to thank you for allowing me to emerge with my pride intact. You know, I've never properly congratulated you on the marriage.
There's no need.
Yeah. I think you're going to be very happy. You've married Jimmy Lee for all the right reasons. You've married him for love, not for money.
Well, you two are looking like you're having a serious conversation here.
Just in time.
What?
How about you two shaking hands and forgetting your differences?
Sure, why not?
Jimmy Lee.
Grant?
Well, where did Buzz go?
I saw him just a little bit ago. He went running out of here with Kevin, Jake, and Bobby.
Sounds like half the brownstone went with...
I sure would like to have been here when that crowd yelled, "Surprise!"
Yeah. Well, it was nothing compared to their faces when I announced the fact that I was resigning.
I can imagine. I'm still trying to recover myself, and I guess I've known longer than anybody else.
Well, I'm sorry you missed the festivities. Catch me up.
Well, Anna made her statement today, and she's packing to go back to New York. She can't get away from here fast enough.
All right. I hope she's going to be okay. I'm concerned about her.
If you're thinking of saying goodbye to her, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Just my instincts, Robert. I don't think it's a good idea.
Maybe you're right.
It wasn't my imagination earlier on, or did I see you shaking hands with Jimmy?
No, it was not your imagination, you may rest assured.
Wow.
I know. Whoever would have dreamt it.
Whoever would have dreamt any of this could have happened.
Holly, I'm a lucky man.
Why'd you say that?
I say that not even knowing what lies ahead of me because of what I did. I'm lucky to have a friend like you.
Because I didn't hold my kidnapping against you?
Yeah.
Why should I? I know you had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Well, whatever lies ahead, I feel pretty good about it. I feel as though I've mended my fences.
I'm glad.
Excuse me, Holly. I think I'm going to take off now. I don't think you and Robert will miss me tonight.
No, I don't think so. Thank you very much.
Maybe, just maybe we'll pick up where we left off.
Before we were so delightfully interrupted.
Grant, could I give you a lift?
Bert, that would probably be a good idea. I rode over here with Dan. Remember your high blood pressure, mate.
I'll work on it.
So long.
Oh, dear. Well, it's been quite a day.
It's going to be very sad saying goodbye to all our friends.
Yeah. Some we won't even get to say goodbye to. But maybe it's better that way. Ta-da! Yeah, look at that. Huh?
What's this supposed to be?
Well, it's toast. Maybe a tad overdone.
Overdone?
Well, hang on. Maybe I can salvage some of it for you. Hang on.
Sweetheart. I can do without the toast.
Well, I'd have burnt some more, but we're out of bread.
You are wonderful. But you worry me. Who's going to feed you for a month?
Well, the restaurants of Port Charles are about to embark upon a boom time.
Except when Bert Ramsey is bringing you takeout Chinese food.
Hey, I don't live by bread alone, you know.
Speaking of Bert, is there anything else I have to do at headquarters?
What headquarters?
You sure I should go to London today?
You're just tempting me because I'm in a vulnerable position.
I knew. If I hadn't have told Nanny...
Oh, Nanny would understand. I mean, I don't want to be away from you for a whole month.
Yeah, I don't like it any more than you do.
And stay. We'll go to Oz together.
If we could both leave right away.
Oh, Holly. Holly. You know, if I was a selfish man and could keep you here.
And hang the press?
The press. That is one thing I will not have you subjected to.
Yeah, I know.
I want you to take Nanny, go back to Australia, have a nice rest, and then I'll join you. I mean, you're not over this ordeal yet, you know. Oh, hell. Yeah. Oh, g'day, Bert. Yeah, what's up? Well, she's leaving this afternoon. About 5 o'clock. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll see that she comes in. Oh, yeah, I'll be in soon. She'll see you. Bye.
You talking about me?
Yeah, Bert, needs to ask you a couple of questions before you sign your statement.
But then that's it. I won't be needed anymore?
That's it. Free to go.
What time does he want me? Because I want to stop in and see Celia one more time before I go.
Oh, why don't you, drop into the office after lunch?
Will you be there?
Mm-hmm. I've got to see Lee Baldwin.
About Bert?
Yeah. I want to do everything possible to make sure that, he steps into the position of police commissioner.
Do you think there'll be any opposition?
I hope not. He's the best man for the job.
You're a good guy, Robert Scorpio.
Bert's a good cop.
It's going to be difficult for anyone stepping into your shoes.
Oh, he'll be fine once he gets used to the idea.
Is he still trying to talk you into staying?
He can talk till he's blue in the face. But we are leaving Port Charles, and we are going to Australia to make a wonderful new life for ourselves.
How am I going to bear it until you join me?
How am I? It's going to be difficult. A few weeks. But only for a few. I love you, Holly.
I adore you.
Well, that's enough to keep me going until I can join you. But for now, I guess I better dress.
No, not quite yet.
I want to thank you for coming down, Lee. It's a top priority meeting, Robert.
Yeah. I think so, too.
Incidentally, if I neglected to say so, at your welcome party. Congratulations on a job well done. I know it was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. But Treasure's back in Mexico now, and the sooner I can forget about it, the better.
How's Holly today?
In the pink, actually, and looking forward to Australia.
Really going to leave Port Charles?
My mind's made up.
Well, I wish there was something I could say to change your mind.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment, but Holly and I need a fresh start, away from all the memories.
Well, I suppose I do understand that. But we're certainly going to miss you as police commissioner.
Thank you. Tell me, are there any others being considered for the job of commissioner? I mean, apart from Bert?
Well, we've had an inquiry from Lieutenant Murphy in New York. He says you know him.
Yeah, he's a good man. My personal choice is still Bert. He knows the job, city, people. They know him. He's honest, he's intelligent, and he handles his men. They also respect him.
Is he going to be happy in the job, though? Yeah, he's used to being out in the field and being actively involved in the cases.
He's a cop. He'll do whatever the job entails. And he'll do it well. You put Bert in charge, Port Charles will never know that I've gone.
I doubt that very much. I'll keep your recommendation in mind, though, when we decide.
I'd like you to do more than keep it in mind. As far as I'm concerned, he's really the only man for the job.
What do you want, a guarantee?
Yeah, if you can give it. Can you?
No. I can give you something almost as good, though.
Fair enough.
I'll do the best I can. Now, can I get you some light?
Hey, sounds good.
Is the commissioner in his office?
He should be here any moment. Is he expecting me?
Well, yes, I'm Mrs. Scorpio. You must be new.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Scorpio. You can wait inside if you like.
Thank you. Ollie. Lorena, I didn't expect to see you here.
I had to come in to sign my statement.
You're leaving soon?
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow. I'm glad to see you looking so well.
Thank you. I'm feeling much better.
You look beautiful.
So do you. It must be quite a relief for you to be rid of that scar.
Yes, more than you can imagine. Taking that scar off certainly ended a period in my life. But I'm going to start a new one in New York.
Well, I hope it's the beginning of a very happy time for you.
Thank you. And you and Robert, you must be looking forward to getting back to a normal life here in Port Charles.
Well, as a matter of fact, we're leaving too. I don't think we could have a normal life here again.
Well, I can understand that. Have you decided where you're going?
Yes, Australia, back to Robert's home.
Oh, Australia. Well, that is a long way away.
That's probably the reason why we're going.
Yeah. Well, wherever you go, I'm sure you'll both be very happy. Do you know when you're going to go?
Well, I'm leaving this afternoon. Robert's going to join me as soon as he can clear up all the loose ends here in Port Charles.
I wish you both every happiness, Holly. You certainly deserve it.
Thank you.
You've both had to prove your love for each other in a way that not many people do. You have something very special together.
Yes, we do.
And I'm glad that all your doubts about Robert are over now.
So am I. I know that Robert loved you once. And perhaps he still loves you in a way. You told me not to leave him, and I am very grateful that I've had an opportunity for a second chance with him. I'm sorry for my bitterness.
You couldn't know the truth, Holly.
You're very gracious.
I can afford to be. None of us here are losers. You and Robert are back together again, and I've expiated my sins.
You told me why you wore the scarf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would until I felt I'd paid. And I think I have.
Well, I wish you every happiness.
Thank you. I certainly hope for it. I mean, who knows? There may be another Robert Scorpio waiting for me out there.
I'm sure there is.
Hello.
Bobby, it's Holly.
Holly, I'm glad you called. When are you leaving?
This afternoon.
So soon?
Yes, and I'd like to see you before I go. Will you be home?
Yeah, I'll be here. Do you have time to come by before you go?
Well, that's why I called. I'll see you soon. It's getting late. I wonder what's keeping Robert.
G'day, Bert.
Oh, Robert.
Hey, Bert, you be careful now. We can't have an overweight police commissioner now, can we? It's a bad example for the troops.
Commissioner me? Now, wait a minute. I was depending on you talking him out of leaving.
Yeah, well, he gave it a good try.
Had about as much luck as you did. Look, I've got an appointment with the district attorney. I would appreciate it, though, if you come in and see me as soon as you can, Bert.
Well, if I can't talk some sense into this Aussie, I'll be there, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Be talking to you, Robert.
Thanks for the lunch.
My pleasure. Say goodbye to Holly for me, will you?
I will.
How long?
She was coming in here after lunch to sign a statement. Have you seen her yet?
No, I just got here myself. Oh.
Bert, I'm ready to sign my statement. Should we go into your office?
Well, if you don't mind, I do have a couple of more questions I'd like to ask you.
Fine. I'll come back in here before I go. Anna, goodbye. And good luck.
Thank you, Holly. Good luck to you, too. Oh, she's a lovely lady, Robert. I know you're both going to be very happy.
What about you? Are you going to be all right?
Of course I am. Look, I promised you as soon as this treasure business was over, I was going to leave Port Charles.
You going back to New York?
Yes. I have obligations there. I came by to say goodbye.
When do you leave?
Tomorrow. It must be exciting for you going back to Australia.
Yeah, it is. It's a different kind of excitement to what I've been used to.
Yes. I should think you'd want a quieter existence now. I know I do.
Yeah.
Well, at least we had our last adventure together. I'm just sorry that Sean had to be the loser.
So am I.
You know, it's funny. I still feel for him. Can you do anything to make things easier for him?
Whatever I can, but it's out of my hands now.
I know.
Oh. Take care of yourself, Anna.
I will. You too.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I came to say goodbye. I can't actually say it.
She is, Robbie. She's all yours. I can't think of any more excuses to keep her here.
Are you sure it's not necessary for me to stay for Sean's trial?
No, as long as we have your signed statement, I'm afraid that's all we need.
Plane leaves in a few hours.
I know.
You know, the press, if you stayed here, would be rough on you, so, I hate to say this, Holly, but, I'm afraid it's goodbye.
Oh, I'm going to miss you, Bert.
I'll miss you.
You promised to keep in touch.
I'll keep in touch.
Right, and on your next vacation, we quite expect to see you in Sydney.
Police commissioners don't get too many holidays, remember?
Don't put that badge on me yet, because I still have time to talk to you, and I'm going to.
I think you'd make a very good police commissioner.
Well.
And remember, we'll be looking for you next summer.
Next summer? Isn't that winter in Australia?
Yeah.
Does it get cold there?
Yeah, but not like here in Port Charles. I mean, the weather's pleasant all year round in Sydney. I'm never going to take you fishing.
Oh, great. I hate fishing. But I'll be there. Bye, Holly. Take care.
You too.
If you ever think you could care about an older man, just call.
It's my grandfather you're talking about.
Bye.
Do you really think he'll come and visit us?
Oh, I think we're going to be entertaining a lot of our friends from the States.
Well, I hope you're right. You sure you can't come and join me any sooner?
Depends on how quick we get through with Sean's trial.
You promised no more than 1 month.
I hope it'll be sooner. I don't want to let you go.
Well, then don't. I can...
Holly. Come on, love. Don't make this any harder than it already is. You said all your goodbyes.
Most of them. I'm going to go and see Bobby now. I think that's going to be one of the most difficult.
I don't think so. I hope you don't find Australia too alien for you.
How can I? When my home is in your arms.
Oh!
Hi.
Hello!
The door was open. Hello.
No, we were,
Don't even try.
Come here, let me do this for you. Look at that. You look good with a chocolate nose.
So do you. I'm not even going to ask.
You must be here to say goodbye.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I hope we'll see you again.
So do I.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Say, is Scorpio come here with you? He's not, like, outside in the living room or anything? Good. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't believe you're really leaving.
Neither do I. I just wanted to see you one more time. Would you take care of Robert for me?
Sure I will, except Robert's leaving with you soon, isn't he?
No, not soon enough for me. And I'd like to ask you one more favor, if you wouldn't mind. Next time you speak to Luke and Laura, would you tell them I wish them every happiness with their new baby?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I have to do that, but I will.
It seems sort of fitting, really, that I should hear about their baby just as I'm leaving Port Charles for good. As I heard somebody else say earlier on today, it puts a period on my past.
You know, I'm really going to miss you. I hope you'll be real happy with your new life.
I know I will. I was very much in love with Luke, you know that, Bobby, but it's completely different to my love for Robert.
I know it is. Robert's like your soulmate. You and Robert have been through fires together and you survived.
Yeah, I don't think anything could stand in our way right now.
Will you write to me?
Of course I will. You've been like a sister to me, Bobby. I'm going to miss you.
Well, we should keep you occupied till you get to London.
I won't be able to read. I'll be thinking of you.
I'm going to be thinking about you every moment. I've never loved anyone more than I love you. I've got a great big aching hole in me.
Yeah, I know. I feel it, too.
I don't know how I'm going to live for the next month.
It's going to seem like years.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final boarding call for Flight 464, departing for London in 10 minutes. Final boarding call for Flight 464.
That's my flight.
I know.
I don't want to let you go.
I don't want you to go.
I love you.
I've never loved anyone more. And I love you right at this moment. See you in a month.
You'd better. Or else I'll be flying in with the entire Australian Guard to drag you out. Hey!
Get going.
You know respect.
Who wants a lover with respect?
Not me. You can bet on that.
At the rainbow's end, game is finally over. I knew